Hello. I just got done, literally just seconds ago, watching the Xbox Bethesda showcase. Now, this video, as it stated, is my thoughts and opinions of it overall. And my phone's in the right there. Caught my eye. I probably caught yours. But we're going to go off here off a list of stuff that I've made overall, of my thoughts on it. You know, like one by one stuff and the end of it overall. First off, Redfall. Looks dope. Cannot wait for that. Looks like an awesome, interesting game. It's going to be awesome, I feel. Undoubtable. Can't wait to get my hands on it. It looks unique and interesting and fun and just overall enjoyable. Can't wait. Next. The whole Riot Games of their studios games coming to Game Pass looks interesting, but I felt disappointed with it. I'll start off with this. It came off as though they were saying, the game's not just coming to Game Pass. It means they're coming to Xbox, but they're not. They're going to stay on PC and mobile, which I find idiotic, seriously. It feels like they're just killing their overall margin of making funds and stuff, like they're shooting themselves in the foot by not making these games on console. And I'm not just talking about Xbox in general, just, well, not just on Xbox, but in consoles in general. It could be on PlayStation as well, of course. I don't give F. I just feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot by not putting their games on console. It feels idiotic to me, And I felt like this was like, oh, okay, so they're coming to console. They're coming to Xbox at least first, hopefully. I can't wait. Can't see. And it's like they're still going to be mobile PC. They're just coming to Game Pass. Like, I felt that was stupid. In the essence that, it shouldn't have been literally the second showcase part of the show. If they're going to stay on where they are, but it's just like, if you have it via Game Pass, you get all the characters and everything unlocked. You don't have to put any time, effort, or money into it. You're good to go. Which is cool and all, fine. It's okay. No, that's awesome. It is awesome. But it's not, as I would say, as great of a announcement as it should have been in the aspects of, if that's it, that's it. Because, they're free to play games. It's not like they cost you money to get into the games themselves, in any way, shape, or form. They're free to play games. And it's cool that they have the aspects where, like, you get everything unlocked of the characters. You're good to go. I felt like that would have been more of a, like, mid-show, near, like, somewhere between mid to end of the show kind of area of an announcement, It felt to me akin to almost kind of the whole Diablo Immortal announcement we had back when, when it was first announced. Not, like, to that extent, but, still, it's just, it felt like a slap in the face. It's like, we're just doing this little and fuck off, It's like, seriously, it's like, that shouldn't have been a, like, beginning, straight up second announcement kind of announcement area of the, what they're showing. If it's just staying on PC and mobile and not coming to console, I found like, what the fuck was the point then of this announcement? Like I said, again, it could have been like a short, sweet kind of announcement at the mid-tier stuff. They shouldn't have shown like those cinematics or any gameplay. It's just like, it felt like a slap in the face. Seriously, it did. Because it's like, if you're not bringing your games to fucking console, then why the fuck are you here at this point in time with this kind of big of a almost showcase? It's like, it should have been like, hey, we're over here at Riot Games. You know you love our games. We're going to let you come play them via Game Pass with no, time or effort to put into getting these characters unlocked and thing. You get them, boom, immediately. They're staying on PC and mobile, but you get these characters off the rip. Which would have been, I think, the best thing they could have done. Because it felt, like I said, akin to kind of fucking Diablo Immortal. It felt like a slap in the face, dude. It's like, if they're not coming to console, then what the fuck's the point, of having that kind of announcement the way they did? It felt stupid to me. It seriously did. It's like, what was the point, of it being at that slot part with that time and effort? Like, it just felt stupid to me. It seriously felt stupid to me. If they're not coming to console, which hopefully maybe it's just like the start of them coming to console, maybe, but I doubt it. Otherwise, they would have announced it. They were coming to console, I just don't understand why Riot Games doesn't bring their fucking games to console. Seriously. If you have the money, if you have the resources, if you have the technology to do so, and you're not doing it, you're literally just shortening your market span there. You're shortening the amount of money you could be getting from the fucking consumers. It's stupid to me. It is. I'm sorry I'm going off a tangent here with this part here, but it's just I felt really annoyed with it, dude. Seriously, it's like, why do they showcase it in that way? Like they were coming to console, because that's really what it felt like. They weren't phrasing it in that way, sure, but it's just like with the placement of the time, being the second part of the showcase, and how long the video itself was. Instead of just doing, like I said, hey, this guy over whoever it was doing the announcement here at Riot Games. We're proud to announce that we're bringing our games to Game Pass. They're staying only on PC and mobile. Sorry, they're not coming to console. But with this, you also get to unlock every character in all these games immediately. You don't have to spend time and effort in getting to them. I guess they didn't want to phrase it like that because they would have been a slap in the face of people who did put time and effort into them. Like me. But it just felt like, I swear, a slap in the fucking face by having it announced that way. Like I said, it should have been a mid to end area of an announcement that was quick and clean, not the way they did it. I felt that was like a smaller format of what the whole Diablo Immortal showcase announcement was, Moving on. Minecraft strategy looks awesome. I ain't gonna lie. When I was actually watching that, this is the fact. As I was watching it, it's like, why does this feel like it's gonna be a Minecraft kind of strategy game? Why did it, almost because I originally thought it was gonna be like a turn-based strategy game akin to like how Gears Tactics are, that kind of game. But overall, it looks interesting. It looks really interesting. I can't wait to try it out when it comes out early next year. And there was that other strategy game that said it was a turn-based strategy game, but that looked like more of a kind of a sim strategy kind of game. A civilization kind of strategy game. Which is that turn-based strategy, or is it not? What is Gears Tactics? Let me know in the comment section below what Gears Tactics of a genre it is, because I thought that was a turn-based strategy. Maybe it's a different format of a turn-based strategy, but I felt like the whatever that was more of a civilization kind of thing than a turn-based strategy, which they said in the announcement itself, it's a turn-based strategy game. So I felt weird by hearing that when it looks more like a civilization kind of strategy game to me. I digress. Lightyear Frontier. That looks interesting, dude. That looks cool. Gunfire Reborn definitely looks cool too as well. And then we had that whole, I'm not sure where it was in, but that Hot Wheels and Forza Horizon 5, like it was in, I think, 4 or 3, whatever it was. I think that's stupid. Truthfully, I do. Because whenever you think Hot Wheels, you think fun, kooky, kind of Arcadia kind of style gameplay, in which their own actual Hot Wheels game, the Hot Wheels game itself, there is a Hot Wheels game, which from what I can just tell, bombed horribly. Like the mechanics of it was okay, the overall just there was like parts of it that just felt off apparently to a lot of players and stuff. I read a good couple reviews on Xbox of this. It's just like a lot of people just did not like that game, dude. They think it was a waste of money, especially for how costly it was, dude. It was like a fucking $60 game, dude, and it didn't, to a lot of people, I guess, have the content for a $60 game. It fell off. That Hot Wheels on Horizon, Forza Horizon games are just off to me, dude, because it's just the overall look and the kind of track look, of Hot Wheels. Everything else is still the Horizon mechanics. Maybe it's not going to be that way with Horizon 5's version. I doubt it, because that's how it was with the last one, It still had the overall more sim, less arcadey of a feel of the last Horizon game with the Hot Wheels in it, It was more of its mechanics with a kind of a look, aesthetic, little feel of the tracks, of Hot Wheels. But Hot Wheels is supposed to be more arcade. Sorry, I hit the mic. Arcadey, kind of fun, goofy kind of game. Having Hot Wheels and Horizon games just feels off to me, dude. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like Hot Wheels, like you want a good Hot Wheels kind of feel. That's what you grew up with, feeling kind of. It's just like, it's this fun, kooky, arcadey kind of driving game that you would want. But like the game itself, Hot Wheels was a hard garbage, and the DLC for the Forza Horizon games just don't feel right, because it's the Horizon mechanics, not something that's arcadey and goofy and fun, you know. Anyways, next we got Naraka on Xbox, the combat battle royale, and it's coming out not just on Xbox but here in June 23rd. 11 days away. Seriously, I swear to God, I'm gonna look it up again. I'm gonna look it up. Make sure I got that right, because it looked like it said 2022, not 2023. Right? Yeah, that's the release date for the PC, August 11, 2021. I don't give a fuck about that one, which... it just said it, dude. Yeah, it says on Game Pass, which is awesome because I have Game Pass, on June 23rd. Yeah, it's coming out this bloody year, dude. Fuck yeah. I actually put it this, like, I clapped so hard I kind of hurt my hands because I went like this, you know, kind of hard, kind of like I slapped, kind of like a high five to myself because I'm the only one here. Looking forward to that, because that looked interesting when I first saw about that, like, last year on PC, but I don't have a good enough PC to play it. So it looks awesome to get my hands on it here on Xbox, dude. Can't wait. Ereban. What was Ereban again? Hang on. Let's see. What was that? Ereban Shadow Legacy. Yeah, that looks interesting, dude. That looks interesting of a game, kind of a gameplay type that's a stealthy, you gotta stay in the shadows kind of game, dude. Oh, that looks sick. Can't wait. Next up, we had excuse me, Diablo 4, where they're actually saying now you can play Necromancer off the bat. You don't have to get his ass via DLC like fucking Diablo 3 does, you know? I don't want to pay $20 for that shit. Sorry, I don't. It's dumb that it's... Seriously, is that how much it is, too? Let me look that up. Because I tried, like, playing Diablo 3 again recently because Diablo mode is okay, but I want to be, you know, just chilling on my bed over here on console and stuff. Oh, man. Space bar, swear. Oh, Diablo 3, whatever. Come on, load it up. Let's just go to Diablo 3, I guess. It's like 360. There's a 360 version. Really? I did not know that. But we'll see here about the DLC. What was it? Yeah, it's $15. Okay, it's not $20. It's $15, but it's still, I think that's a bit much. I think it should be $5 fucking bucks. To be honest, dude, at the most, it should be $5 fucking bucks for another character. 15. Fuck. I digress. You're gonna have at least Necromancer off the bat with Diablo 4 to choose as a character, and they showed off such good size amount of gameplay. Not like too in-depth gameplay because you know you didn't have any of the UI or any of that stuff. Before they showed and told us, dude, that looks awesome, dude. I can't wait for Diablo 4, dude. Diablo 3 was okay, but I hopefully the whole mechanics of where you go next is a bit more refined with Diablo 4. Because with 3, it just, for at least me in general, I just felt a little lost after a bit. Especially like when you want to go back into the game and you haven't played in a while and you don't know anything about Diablo games. You kind of feel lost, dude. Fuck. Next, they showed off there's going to be another season of Sea of Thieves, but I don't give a fuck about that game. And here's why. I don't like that there's not like a private server solo mode kind of thing you can do, dude. I hate that shit. I understand that some people want to have that kind of pirate life where they want to fight each other and stuff. That's cool. You do you. It's not my fucking thing. That game looks cool, but I want to have a more relaxing, fun solo kind of experience and not have to deal with basically what I call assholes. Because that's literally like you're literally forcing people to play together, and people are gonna fuck with people. It's understandable, you know. It's the pirate thing, but there's other people who would have played that game if I could have played not with other players who understand who want to do that whole pirate thing and fight one another and stuff, dude. That's fine. I don't like that. It reminds me of that whole stupid shit of where GTA Online forces you to do missions in open world, which I found just such an... For me, it feels like these devs are just being assholes. Seriously, it's like they're being cunt-ass assholes to the players because, you know, you're keeping people from your game that want to do these things, you know, want to play these games and missions and stuff, but they're not going to do it because you're forcing them to be in situations that they find themselves uncomfortable being, you know, to deal with other players, you know? And sometimes they don't want that. They just want to have a fun, chill experience. Maybe it has to do with aspects of the coding in the game with Sea of Thieves. Who knows? But like seriously, if that's not the case. It just feels like some major assholery from the developers. Because some people just want to have a fun, chill experience and not have to deal with other players. And you're keeping those kind of players like me away from your game because I don't want to deal with players in a game like that. I just want to have a fun chill experience. Go fishing. Go find some booty. Maybe they could have had it to where it's like you earn less experience and money. Not too much, like at most 50%, but I would say at like around 70% of like compared to their 100%. Not saying 7% less. I'm just saying like they're at 100, you're at 70. That kind of thing, if possible. Because it's just, I just don't want to deal with other people, because I would be playing for the most part solo. And, in this fucking game of Sea of Thieves, you can be a solo that out of nowhere is getting gang banged by fucking 4 fucking people, It's country. I can't put it any other way. It's a cunt fucking move if you can't have a fucking reason to where there is no private lobbies in Sea of Thieves, dude. Seriously. Like I said, maybe there's coding aspects to it which prevents that from happening. But if they could do it in a way where you can have private lobbies, you don't have to play with any other players, it's just you and you alone, and you're just chilling by yourself, and you earn a bit less than experience than them, 30% less experience and the money and stuff, dude. That'd be what I would want in Sea of Thieves, dude. But if you coding wise can't get that, fine. But if you can and you just choose not to, fuck you. That's the only way I'm putting it, I'm not saying that I don't want to be, major, one of like those assholes like, dude, because of this, I'm gonna send death threats. Never send death threats. Never do any of that. Don't wish people death or any of that shit. For the most part, don't deserve it. Unlike, some people out there who are fucking up the world, actually, which are not devs. Like I might not agree with people like, I'm not sure if you heard, but there's like a recent story about Justin Bieber and how he has this kind of unfortunate facial disease or whatever it's called. It's like, let's see, it's been in the recent news. Of what was it? He's been diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which preys like on facial nerves and stuff, isn't it? Like, what is it? It's like a rare neurological disorder. Like, what is it? I guess you can recover from it, but it's like it's something that's been keeping from like doing concerts and stuff. And I might not agree with some of the stuff he's done in the past. Not his music. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna bash anyone because as a reactor, as I say, music out there brings people's joys to life, and if you're not enjoying that kind of music, that's fine. Just walk away from it and go to other music that you do enjoy. There's no reason for you to bash on that music because it brings joy to somebody's life. I might not enjoy his music, but hey, that's the aspects of the music aspects. It's not my cup of tea. But as a person, he has some missteps that I wouldn't agree with. But I wouldn't wish what he's going through right now. I wouldn't wish that upon him. You don't want to wish horrible things on those who, you just might not agree with, might find enjoyable, but they haven't done, anything like murder or rape or any of that kind of crap, People who do, that have that stuff you do wish death upon kind of thing, I digress. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just think that whole Sea of Thieves not having a private lobby kind of thing where you can just chill and be by yourself and not have to worry about people who do want to do that pirating kind of thing, who will be on those open servers to do that kind of thing. I just wish there was a private server thing of Sea of Thieves. I would have played it so much more when it launched if it had that. I digress. Next up, we have Wolong Fallen Dynasty. I didn't really see any gameplay, but I'm hoping it's not gonna be like the whole Dynasty Warriors kind of gameplay. So I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that genre of game, those studios that made those games, kind of killed themselves in the aspects of those games, because they never really evolved. And I'm wondering if there was anywhere to actually evolve from that kind of genre of game, that whole mass just destroys many minions and crap, and then you find the big boss and stuff, I'm I mean, RPGs kind of like took that and evolved with it, but I think they took that RPG element and put it into their own style of game. But it just came the same repetitive thing over and over and over again, and they kind of killed themselves with that. Hopefully, that's not what that Fallen Destiny is gonna be like. You know, maybe it's gonna be its own thing. But I was getting freaking Dynasty Warriors vibes from that trailer, dude, and hopefully it's gonna be nothing like that, because that genre of game style is straight up basically dead. It is, dude, because they killed it themselves. Because they never evolved that genre itself in any way. That's why you don't see any of those kind of games really anymore. Because they shot themselves in the foot by finding a way to evolve over that crap, because it just kept being the same thing over and over and over again, and it became boring, you know? Moving on. We got an awesome thing that there's going to be a Kojima Xbox collab that is currently happening, where Kojima is working with Xbox Game Studios with his studio to make a game for Xbox, dude. We didn't get anything outside of that announcement, but I can't wait, dude, because Kojima bloody rocks it. We know from the whole first game he had of, what's it called again? I'm sorry, I can't remember, because it was a PlayStation thing and I'm an Xbox guy. What was the game called? It was Death Stranding. That's right, Death Stranding. Which there's supposedly be a leak of the main dude that they are working on Death Stranding 2. But overall, I can't wait to see what they got for that. Lastly, we got Starfield. Looks dope as hell. Seriously. I ain't gonna lie though, when I was watching the beginning part of it with the combat, it kind of gave me Cyberpunk vibes, dude. Cyberpunk 2077 vibes, you know? Because you remember the original announcement when it came with the aspects of gameplay? Kind of felt almost like that in the essence, you know? Not the aspects of movement and the look and everything, but just like the way the whole combat was happening, almost kind of felt like that to me. But I doubt they're gonna come out the way Cyberpunk 27 did, because hopefully they learned their lesson from Fallout 76, which I hear there's a lot of issues there that happened with Todd Howard himself, you know? That, you know, when Fallout 4 was done, there was two projects that were happening. Fallout 76 and Starfield. And he mainly put his attention to Starfield, which he was supposed to mainly, you know, work on Fallout 76. But anytime he did come out to Fallout 76, and devs were like, we have these ideas, we like them and everything, I suppose he said, no, fuck that shit, no. You know, he shat on the ideas that a lot of the developers that came up with for Fallout 76 just said no, and a bunch of other messness in there with top people who were supposed to be really working and curating the whole aspects of Fallout 76 and didn't do so, you know. Hopefully they learned their lesson from the shit, and hopefully also as Xbox went more hands-on with it, because, you know, again, Fallout 76 was a train wreck and a half, and then some even. Seriously. But also they have shipbuilding, which, you know, if possible, I want the Rocinante and the Bebop. If you know where they're from, you know. Bebop is, of course, you know, from Cowboy Bebop, the anime / bad live action. I kind of enjoyed it, but it did have a lot of issues. And Rocinante from I don't know why I can't remember the show. Yeah, Rocinante is from what? Shut up. Sorry, it's from what was the Expanse? There we go. I know it was something like that. I can't remember the Expanse. I love that show. But yeah, I would love to like make those ships if possible, close to as, because I doubt they can, you know, get 1-to-1 comparisons. But also they had some awesome showcase of some space battles. Fuck yeah! And the first thought I saw when I saw that was like, Bungie, step up your fucking game. Seriously, 2 Destinies and no real good overall space combat. Like, there might have been some here or there. But overall, it's like, seriously, when it comes to games nowadays that have spaceships, people want space battles. And Starfield is going to look like delivering on a good bit of that too. You know, amongst the many things. Hopefully they're gonna actually, hopefully deliver on. We'll see when the game comes out. But yeah, like everyone's been like, I swear, when bloody Destiny 2 came out, it's like, hopefully we're gonna get some space battles with the spaceships and stuff. Hopefully, I don't think we actually got any at all. But seriously, Bungie, hopefully if you probably you are making Destiny 3, add in fucking spaceship battles. And like have them a good size kind of thing, and maybe also possibly multiplayer. We'll see. But seriously, that was literally one of the thoughts came up when I saw the space battles happening on Starfield. I was like, Bungie, step up your game. Seriously. But yeah, overall, it was a good presentation. They had a lot of good stuff. But like I said, there was, of course, those couple things, especially the Riot Games crap, that I just felt disappointed in. But overall, a great presentation. That was a good presentation. We got a good bit of Starfield. We got some good stuff from Diablo 4. We got, like I said, that Naraka, which I did not see coming announcement. Minecraft Strategy. Redfall, Gunfire Reborn, Lightyear Frontier, Ereban, and like I said, who knows? Hopefully, what Wulong Fallen Destiny is. Hopefully, nothing like Dynasty Warriors. Or is that not Destiny? It's Dynasty. Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I might have said Destiny a lot, but it's Dynasty. That's why I get the whole Dynasty Warriors aspects too. Hopefully the gameplay is nothing like any of those Dynasty Warrior games. And of course, like I said, the Hot Wheels and the Horizon, I think it's stupid. And I give a crap about Sea of Thieves, unless there's gonna be a possibility to have a private lobby, I'm not gonna touch that game because I want a chill experience. The only people I want to fight are the AI, no players. If you want to do your pirate thing, you do your pirate thing. But I don't want to do that kind of pirate thing. I just want to have a chill, fun versus AI experience. Yeah, that's been my thoughts on the Xbox Bethesda presentation. Overall, good presentation. I liked it. But I felt like I said, there was some missteps. But overall, good. I like it. Thank you for watching.